been a bastard before in front of this microphone, and if I tried to make it like I was an angel and got up on a soapbox, that would make me a hypocritical motherfucker. But let's move on from that and talk about the main topic of this video. Leafy is here. I don't watch all of his videos. I watch his videos from time to time, but I don't think Leafy's a bad guy, and I do like some of his content. But recently, Leafy is here has been in a world of shit because he's picking targets that are, it was defenseless, okay? But where shit with Stephanie gets really fucking weird is what else she thinks she is. I will just play some footage right now. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Just watch and be in shock.
I've gone back to being a child. I don't want to be an adult right now, and I just live my life like I couldn't when I was in school.
How are things in your life now?
Well, I have a mommy and daddy, adopted mommy and daddy, who are totally comfortable with me being a little girl. No medication, no suicide thoughts, and I just get to play.
What the actual fuck? And she's like, yeah, I don't even think about them anymore. I'm just being a 6-year-old little girl now, living with these people that took me in and quote unquote adopted me, and I'm playing with little kids and coloring with them. I kind of think that's where people have the issue. He's picking targets that are, it was defenseless, okay? But it's not okay for a grown woman to think that they're 6 years old. It's not normal. It's not healthy. It's weird. And what bothers me about the original video is that they twist this whole thing as everything Stephanie's talking about is positive. Oh, you think you're a little girl? That's fantastic. You have adopted parents. That's fantastic. You live in this delusional world and ignore the 7 children that you created. Good for you, Stephanie. Godspeed. That even shit like this, which is straight up fucking wrong, people are like, oh, it's great, good for you, even though deep down I think you're a fucking freak for thinking you're a 6-year-old. Good for you, you're liberated now. He's picking targets that are, it was defenseless, okay? Where I have issue with it and where it went over the line is because this guy has special needs. Leafy isn't punching in his weight class, and I think that's what the biggest problem is. I never in a million years thought that I would have a chance to talk about Christian Weston Chandler. He's a highly functional autistic guy, so he has really mild autism, but that's just the icing on the cake with Chris. Just watch a couple clips. Just watch.
My name is not Ian Brandon, and I am only so. I got a wish, would you like to make a wish? I got a wish, would you like to make a wish? I got a wish.
He obviously isn't all there upstairs due to his autism. And to you I say, remember in the beginning of the video where he said I recycle my own semen? There's literally images of him masturbating, ejaculating into a cup, mixing it with soda, and then drinking it. There's pictures of him, of his genitals, and him wearing women's clothing, and him doing a bunch of other creepy things. He has stalked women. He has been kicked off of his college campus. He has done countless other things too. Again, I would be here for 6 hours explaining to you all the weirdness of Chris Chan. Where I have issue with it and where it went over the line is because this guy has special needs. Leafy isn't punching in his weight class, and I think that's what the biggest problem is. For the sake of freedom of speech, him having his channel removed would be an awful idea. For the sake of freedom of speech, him having his channel removed would be an awful idea. For the sake of freedom of speech, him having his channel removed would be an awful idea. Go after larger targets, go after people in your quote unquote weight class. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you the story of a man known as Jedi Rabbit on the official PlayStation forums. But since our buddy Jedi Rabbit has obsessive compulsive disorder, I think we could all diagnose him with that, even though we're not Dr. Phil. And punishment for how small it is. Which leads me to this.
Like, why doesn't Sony make a bigger console like the Xbox One?
In his own words.
Has anyone experienced their controller just turning off while using it?
Okay, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't really think you need to be for this guy, but it's safe to say that he has some issues. I would say obsessive compulsive disorder, also known as OCD. Jedi Rabbit's the kind of dude that when he goes into the bathroom and he turns on the light, that he has to turn it back off exactly 25 times, or else he has like a nervous breakdown in his brain. Go after larger targets, go after people in your quote-unquote weight class. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're going after people who are strange or bizarre, you have to do your research. You have to make sure that these people don't have disabilities or any other kind of issues, because a lot of times, like the guy you went after who was autistic, they don't have those defense mechanisms to defend themselves. Treading on dangerous water here, because it's kind of like, I sound like I'm pro-censorship, but I'm not pro-censorship. You guys still want comments, so I'm going to try one more thing. Someone gave me a huge suggestion. That's why I took down the other video. I tried some filtering. Let's see how it works. If that works, comments will stay. I'll try the experiment for a week, and then we'll go from there. So as of now, for one more week, comments are going to stay up. Let's see what happens. Have a good one. I sound like I'm pro-censorship, but I'm not pro-censorship.
Would you look at that? The hypocrisy here is strong from Rich. He condemns Leafy for making videos about vulnerable people, but this fat fuck did the exact same thing. Rich, listen carefully, you are a total hypocrite, you stupid man. Rich has blocked hundreds of people, he's had accounts removed, he filtered his own comment section, he got his lawyers to remove a Twitter account, he threatened to sue someone, and he hired a private investigator. He did this all to censor other people who kept calling him out. Rich is one of the most extreme pro-censorship advocates on YouTube. He's almost at an Anita Sarkeesian level of censorship. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the videos I make, please consider subscribing and following me on Twitter. Let the exposure commence.